Hey everybody, it's Glenn, back in this video with a new episode of Confessions of an Ebayaholic with X-Men Classics Tech Gear Beast. This action figure was part of a job lot I won on eBay that regular viewers will have seen me unbox in a previous episode, and now it's time to take a closer look. On the packaging back we just have his bio and instructions concerning his action features, and here he is out of packaging, and many figures in the X-Men Classics line were quite liberal with their non-comic book continuity reimaginings of the X-Men, and I believe this is one of them. In the comic book, Beast has worn a number of different costumes over the years. However, I feel most result from an artist new to the comic book trying to make their personal stamp on the character, with very few actually adding anything that meaningful. Logically, having a coating of fur negates the necessity of wearing clothes to keep warm, and to that end, I'm sure most of us would agree that Beast just wearing simple trunks is his most classic look. Yet, translated to a toy, trunks don't leave much room figuratively and literally to tuck in play features, so here we have a Tech Gear costume Beast, complete with back-mounted cannon launcher. Now that might seem illogical, yet the poetry of the character has always been the contrast between his physical bestial appearance and his intellectual scientific mind. And maybe this Tech Gear is the direct product of his genius. Beast specializes in biochemistry and genetics, but mechanical engineering and electronics are not beyond him. I mean, Beast cured the legacy virus, so instead of designing cannon launchers, I prefer to think of Beast using his scientific mind to create a better world for man and mutant by working towards a cure for, say, cancer or AIDS. But I guess if you live in a world that fears and hates you, then needs must, and if a big blue beast ain't enough to scare mutant haters away, then when they see said big blue beast has a cannon strapped to his back, then just maybe then they back the hell up. Let's take a look at its firing action. Comes with a single missile. Let's put that in and press the button to launch. Pretty decent firing action. I'd estimate that firing range to be about 2 meters. The cannon does feature good articulation with a ball and socket joint at both the top and bottom of this part, so it can move side to side and can be angled up to fire at a sentinel in flight. And when not in the heat of battle, it can even be folded all the way back to be stored away. Now taking a closer look, and he comes with removable spectacles, or are they goggles? Either way, they're itty bitty and could be easily lost. If I remove them, you may recognize this head sculpt from my Beast custom from earlier this year. And I used it as I really like the air of stoicism the sculpt has. Another detail is his laptop computer, or I guess here I should call it a chest top. I guess it comes in handy for making important calculations in the field or for checking in with Farmville. And if I just angle it towards the camera, you can see it's got some nice detail to it. You can clearly see the screen and keyboard. Yet from a practical standpoint, with the weight and inconvenience that comes to having a laptop strapped to your chest and a big cannon mounted to your back, you have to think they would really negate his superhuman agility and his unique style of acrobatic combat. At least the cannon is removable, but from a design perspective, the chest computer bothers me more, and alas, that is not removable. The packaging proudly trumpets 33 points of articulation, so let's take a look at those. His head rotates side to side. He isn't able to look up any more than this, and with his chest computer here, he's not able to look down, but if we do fold out the computer, his head does hinge down, so he can appear to be using the computer, looking at the screen, and whatever he's looking at on that screen, he doesn't look best pleased. Coincidentally, this is the same face I pull when I get those Facebook friend requests from jerks from high school who, when I left, I hoped I'd never hear from ever again. At the shoulder, his arm rotates. It also moves up and back down. It's incredibly stiff. There's upper arm rotation, there's a double jointed elbow, there's rotation mid-lower arm, then his wrist is hinged, moving down and up, and then his fingers are also hinged, so he is able to grip an accessory you might want to place in his hand. Has an ab crunch which moves this far forwards, a real decent amount, and then moves pretty far back too. There's waist rotation. At the hips, his legs move out to the side, they move back in, they move to the front this much, and then to the back this much. There's upper leg rotation. The knee is double jointed. There's rotation here. Then at the ankle it's hinged, moving backwards and forwards. There is a pivot to the foot, plus his toes are also hinged. So, all things considered, I'd only really recommend this action figure to someone for who everything X-Men is essential. And if you're looking for a more modern Beast action figure, you're probably better off with the Stealth Beast from the second series of X-Men Classics. I'd say the costume of that one has more of a comic book flair to it than this Tech Gear Beast. Anyway, please help me out by giving this video a big thumbs up. Also remember to comment, share and subscribe. Click this link for the previous episode of Confessions of an Ebayaholic. Alternatively, check out the description beneath this video for links to my Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Click those links and connect with me there too. Hope to see you in my next video. Bye.